Hi guys! My name is Natalia and this is Crafting with Natalia. This is channel about crafting, and today I have a video about a cross-stitch project that I recently finished, and I just wanted to show you just the project and just tell you a few things about it in case if you're interested in stitching it yourself or you're just curious and want to see what I made. So the project I'm going to present today is, and wait, I've got notes because I've got really bad memory, and when I talk to you guys I always forget things. So the name of the project is Big Birdcage and Flowers. Big Birdcage and Flowers, and it is a project by The Little Room in the Attic, and I will just put a picture here from the website. So The Little Room in the Attic is a Russian designer. Her name is Maria, and she used to be on Etsy, but of course due to the current situation Russian designers are not allowed on Etsy anymore. So Maria opened her own website, and you can, I will link below her website, and you can either order her charts through that website, and then you can pay via PayPal, or also she made her patterns available on another shop which is called, I think, Pinkoi. I'll link that below as well. I'll basically put the link to this chart on both websites, so in case if you'd like to order it, you can do it through two different places. You can also message her on Instagram. She's very responsive, she's very sweet. She's one of my favorite cross-stitch designers actually. I'm stitching also her whimsical alphabet, which I haven't stitched on it for a very long time, but I've got first 4 or 5 letters, and they're really fun to stitch. So I'll show it to you at some point. I should really try and stitch the next letter already. Yeah, and I started another project from her. I can put the picture here. It's a really fun one as well. It's but I don't know what it's called. I think it's the space unicorn space cat. That's what it is. Yes, unicorn space cat. So it's another fun one, and it's got cranic in it. That's the thing about Maria's designs, is that they quite often have cranic. They've got lots of backstitch. So it's really for people who don't mind or enjoy doing backstitch. Because she tends to put a lot of backstitch, some of it in like single strands, some in double strand, or even I think like you do 3 strands for like the really thick backstitch, and also quite often they're in different colors. So these charts tend to be very complex, but also the end result is worth it. It's totally worth it. So anyway, so I'm going to show you first I'm going to show you here, and maybe potentially later I may switch to some views from my back camera, which tends to be a little bit better at focusing. So we'll see how it goes. But anyway, this is what I've got. Dum, da, da, dum. So I thought I'll start with this project because I'm actually going to give it away. It's actually a gift for someone. And it's kind of meaningful in a way, because I have been struggling with my mental health, and it's kind of to say thank you for someone who has helped me kind of go through some things and understand myself better, and kind of free me in some way from my own head. So as you see, this is a bird cage. I have framed it myself, which you can probably see because it's far from perfect. But what should I say? I may start with a frame since I mentioned it already. The frame I bought again from the same shop I've been buying custom frames from. So basically you can order a frame of any size. I mean, I'm sure there's minimum and maximum, but any sensible medium size. You can order custom dimensions. The shop is called EasyFrame UK, and they're not overly expensive depending on the type of frame and on the different add-ons that you may want to request. So you can request like a backing board or a self-adhesive board, or you can request like the hanging things and framer's tape and all sorts of things, and the glass obviously. So this one I framed without the glass. because to be fair, I am really sitting on the fence about framing with glass for cross stitch. On one hand, I really want to protect my work, you know, from dirt and damage and stuff. On the other hand, it really dulls down. Whoa, that's a lot of sun. It just came in. Yeah, glass can really dull down the cross stitch, and I actually have one other project that I framed recently that I'm going to show you as well. And I'm gonna have to take the glass out to show you, and I'm actually thinking maybe I'll just take it out permanently because it really bothers me how much it dulls down the colors. So this is without glass. I use self-adhesive board, but recently I've been kind of learning to lace, but to be honest, it is so nice to have. To be fair, the self-adhesive boards tend to be not sticky enough to permanently stick your cross stitch on. So if you pull it off, it's gonna come off without really being damaged. But it helps to even like position my cross stitch on the board. So I can just stick it on and then I lace it at the back, and that way it's really nice and firm. So even if the glue doesn't hold, the lacing will hold it in the back. So I started kind of doing both the self-adhesive and lacing, and it really works, but obviously depends on the type of project and yeah, how you may want to finish, and you may be concerned about the glue. I mean, this is not really artwork, so I'm not really so concerned about it lasting forever and ever. So yes, I use the self-adhesive board, and I'm not embarrassed to say that. I just find it so much quicker when I do it that way. And it really, I don't know, it works out for me. So yeah, so anyway, so this is my cage, the bird cage. I don't know how much you can see. So again, I may try and film some shots as well with my back camera, and if they are good, then I will insert them here as well. But you should be able to see most things in here, I believe. So it's kind of awkward to show because it's very vertical. It's very long and quite narrow. I actually ordered the wrong size frame at first, and now I think I'm basically gonna use it for something else. I think I already figured out what I'm gonna stitch for it, so I'm just gonna keep it. And I ordered a frame which was very narrow, and it would just fit the project, but actually it looked really weird without these margins here, so I ended up ordering another frame for it. The fabric I used was 32 count Murano that I ordered from Wool Warehouse, so it's just a Zweigart kind of color, and I believe this color is Plum. So I found it on Wool Warehouse, so you can get it from there if you like this color and if you're in the UK. Yeah, so these are I'll show you some close-ups. So these are the flowers basically. So there's quite a lot of French knots, as you see. And there's like a little bow tie here at the bottom, like a ribbon kind of thing, and then there's the cage, and here on top we have the bird. So as you see, yeah, there's a lot of backstitch in it, and there's no black backstitch, so it's all like colored backstitch. There's quite a lot of French knots, so I think French knots were done in like 3 different colors. Overall, I counted how many colors there were in this project. They're all DMCs, and there was 21 colors and 10 different blends for cross stitching. There was also like, how many? Wait, I wrote it down. There was also 6 different colors for half stitches. So there was some 10 stitch or half stitch in there as well, and 3 of them were just single DMC, and 3 of them were blends. And then there was like, I think 10 different colors for backstitch. There was like 9 single DMC colors. Some of them were on 1 strand, some of them were on 2 strands, and then also there was like 1 blend for backstitch. So there was a lot of different backstitch colors. I also, I'm not sure if you'll be able to see it, but I added a little bit of white cranic and light yellow kind of cranic, just to add a little bit of sparkle to some of these like here in the cage and on top of the cage, and like where the light reflects from the cage, I added a little bit of sparkle, but it will be really hard to show, I think, on the camera. Sorry, the sun keeps kind of coming out and then hiding behind clouds, so the light is very, very variable today. But anyway, this is it, I think. Let me check my notes in case if I missed something. Told you about the frame, I've told you about the fabric and about the designer. I think that's it, really. Yeah, let me know in the comments if you like this project. Let me know if you would like to stitch it, or if you've ever stitched any other projects from this designer. She's got lots of lovely cute, they're very cute, and kind of a lot of them are funny. Recently she started doing these designs which are like art, like mini artwork, kind of designs like from like classic paintings, which have also some backstitch in them. Yeah, they look very fancy. I haven't tried any of them, but I've got quite a few of her charts. And actually the thing I want to stitch in the other frame is she's got like a series of yoga unicorns, and they're so cute. So I'd love to stitch some of them. And I also have like some of her bird designs, because she's got like a series of birds as well. And there was another design, I may try and find a picture and insert here, that I already stitched from her. That's actually, I don't have it anymore, it's at my parents' house back in Poland. It was the watercolor heart with the bird. I don't know, she's got a lot of designs with birds, so if you like stitching birds, then you should definitely check her out. But yeah, basically that's this video. Let me know if you like this project, and yeah, I don't know, if you have any questions, please drop them down in the comments. And yeah, thank you so much for visiting me today. Yeah, for watching this video. If you liked it and you're not subscribing yet, please consider subscribing. Yeah, I think my new plan is to make these kind of short videos that focus on one project. So that's this one. And I don't know yet what the next one will be, so I don't know. Keep your eyes out, and yeah, I hope you come back next time. And anyway, happy stitching, happy crafting to you guys, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye bye.